Andy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the ADK Rock and Metal channel, and today we are going to be checking out some music videos, reviews. Well, today we're just doing one on this thing, but we're going to be doing lots of others after this. And the way we're going to be doing it is we're going to watch the video. We're going to stop at the 1 minute mark, give you a little bit of a feedback about our first impression of the song, and then again we'll stop it again about the halfway point, and then we'll let it play to the end, and then give you a final summary in short, Kirk. Short bits of summary, yeah? Short bits of summary, that's what we're working on.
Fortunately, I've had a tooth removed today, so I won't be able to be as self-indulgent in my analysis.
Yay!
People might want to watch the video now.
So, yes, we are going to be checking out today Vicious Nature, and the song is Fight for Your Life. To party! No, it's not like Fight for Your Rights, isn't it? Fight for Your Right to Party. But Fight for Your Life, this was Andy's choice for a band to check out. I don't think I've ever seen Vicious Nature. I know you've seen them, Andy, quite a few times. Kirk, seen Vicious Nature?
They were supposed to play the Grindcore Festival in Stevenage Red Lion 2 years ago at Quebec, but I know them because they're signed to Church Road Records, English thrash band.
No.
Vicious Nature. Oh, no, I'm getting them mixed up with Inhuman Nature. Sorry, no. So no, I know that Andy's friends with them.
Okay, well, let's go check it out, and we'll share our thoughts at the first 1 minute point. Let's go do it.
Kurt, you're talking out your arse.
Inhuman Nature, they're called, the other band. Come on, there's similarity.
So close.
It's got the word nature in the title.
Brilliant.
Bear with me. Right. So they've Zoom's updated, and they've changed some functionality on it. Cool.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. They've changed the dashboard.
I haven't used this in a long time. It's a bit of a weird one. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Anything happening? Ah, there we go.
Just a very long intro of 6 seconds of nothing. Well, that's the first minute, just as it's about to change. So it feels like it's a bit of a blend of doom and thrash at this point. It's about to go into, so from what I can tell there.
I thought the video had frozen. I thought the internet had playing up. I thought that can't be a minute. I thought it was going to be a minute from when the song started. But go on, crack on, guys.
No, we'd have had another at least 15 seconds then. But yeah, first impression is good. I have to say this is a 10-year-old video. So this is a modern, recent video. Looks like a rehearsal studio, kind of Doom vibe. I don't know where else it's going to go from here, but yeah, kind of classic Doom. Kirk?
I don't think they were the first to do, but I always trace this intro back to Slayer, Seasons in the Abyss, with that deliberate, dissonant arpeggio. It just creates an uneasy feeling, doesn't it? And allows the musicians just to feel their way into the mix. So it's all dominated by the guitar. But it's a good way as a platform, isn't it, to just accelerate the aggression or to move into more distortion. So I think it sets the scene quite well. But Andy, was this one of the first songs you heard by them?
Yeah, I mean, as Dave said, this is from their first EP. So we're looking at sort of 2015. Yeah, I'll shameless plug for my friends in Vicious Nature, Birmingham band. Saw them around, I think it's 2013 at Hammerfest in North Wales. One of the sort of opening acts early in the day on one of the days, and I just thought they were really good. Got chatting to the guys, got handed a sample CD, and been a big fan ever since. They haven't got a huge number of music videos. This is the first, and it's one of my favourite songs, which is why I put it forward today to cover on the channel. It's a good represent. I mean, it's still in the live set now. It's a good representation of what they're like, so I thought it'd be a good one to share.
Okay, let's keep going. Got to do a little pause there. Right, so we're at the halfway point, and then after this pause, we'll obviously run it to the end. It's kind of interesting. So this band, sort of what 20? You said 2013. They were doing Hammerfest and did their sort of demo work, and then obviously this album was this their first album? You said
Is it just a 3-track EP? This came from
3-track EP. Okay, so it's really interesting. They're really kind of taken from the 1980s thrash metal era, even from like early 80s, like bands like Raven. And that clean vocal delivery, that power, because this really does remind me of like Life's a Bitch album from Raven, and that came out in what 1984, I think it would have been. It's got that kind of tempo, and again the Slayer-esque elements. And this is one of the hardest things about a band like this is where they can deliver everything perfectly, and they do. In this particular song, they are delivering everything perfectly. Great vocal delivery, great range. The drums, everything sounding great. But it's again trying to find something unique that makes them stand out from the other bands that are doing this. And it depends whether you want that or if you've got enough room on your palette to take on more bands. So you might be able to take on 20 or 30 bands that are doing this sort of thing and you can just absorb all of it. Or you might be looking for 1 or 2 bands from that palette, and then you've got to find out what's going to be the big thing about Vicious Nature that's going to make them step out or stand out against the others. That's the only thing I can't work out, because everything I'm hearing is great, but I'm not at this point in time. I'm like, there hasn't been that one bit of wow factor for me that makes me go, fuck that. That's the one that's going to push out the other thrashy kind of bands that I would listen to. Kirk, what's your thoughts?
The lazy comparison here is Judas Priest, and there are some similarities, but what I enjoy most about this song, I agree, is that old pre-thrash new album type sound, Raven.
Yeah.
But they're definitely using that mid to late 90s drum production of Machine Head, certainly from the Burn My Eyes era. The guitars, I think, could just be a bit louder in the mix for me, but I like how in 2015 they haven't just thought, okay, we need to down tune to drop F or whatever. True. And another thing I would say as well, recently, because I've been reviewing so many albums, I've been thinking, in metal, what genres are there any room to explore imaginative vocal lines? And what's this singer called, Andy?
Gentleman called Andy Pike.
He is fantastic. The articulation in every word. Yeah. Right, he's singing, really technical voice, very dramatic, but it's as clear as talking as well.
Very theatrical.
You don't even need a lyric book. And you've got that, there's still that snarling aggression there as well. So I'm really impressed by that element of it. In terms of the video, I feel like I'm watching Scuzz TV circa 2001.
Yes.
So, and you know what? A lot, ironically, even though there's nothing like that genre, a lot of those like post-hardcore bands had the same drum sound as this, didn't they, as well, with the guitars a bit more democratically produced in the mix where they don't dominate. So it's ironic that it kind of has that early 2000s sound to it as well. So I'm just going to finish by saying the lazy comparison is Judas Priest. Once you break it down,
yeah,
I don't actually hear that much. But Andy, what is it about this song that impresses you?
I mean, one standout part for me is the sort of opening sort of guitar riff after the sort of intro that kicks in. It repeats. It's that sort of single guitar with the punches in there. I really like that in tracks. You know, that's a sort of classic thrash element. And it's interesting what you both said about it. They kind of have taken that sort of new wave of British metal sort of sound with a sort of more modern injection into it with a thrash sort of inflection as well. I mean, these guys have been playing together for years. They're in a band called Martial Law together, you know, sort of British sort of thrash heavy metal band. So sort of, you know, this band has risen from the ashes of that sort of back in the day. Slightly different. Well, it's a different lineup currently. They've got new vocalist and new bass player. But this, as I said, this is still part of the set and one of my favourite songs. Where else was you asking, Kirk? Sorry.
Yeah, what was it about the song that grabbed you?
Just because it's the first one, you know. I didn't really sort of absorb it when I saw them live on that particular festival, but when I sort of come home and put the CD on, you know, that's the opening track on the EP, and it's just always stuck with me as a great song.
Okay, let's run it to the end.
your life. Pray your last prayer.
Yeah, I think we are. Okay, there we go. So Vicious Nature and Fight for Your Life. Let's keep this feedback down to 60 seconds each. We're going to wrap around our final summary because we've talked a lot already about it. But I'll kick this one off if that's okay. Great solo. I like the fact they came out of the solo and went back into another verse. It would have been so easy in the standardized writing to come out of that solo section and just do a double chorus with an outro. The standard formulaic way of writing a song. You've already done your two verses, you have your middle section, and then you just double up the chorus at the end and do an outro. But it's the fact they went back in and did an extra verse. I was like, okay, yeah, do you know what? That's a bit different. It's 6 minutes long, but I quite like the fact they went back into the story. And I just want to reiterate what I was saying about the making bands stand out. And it's not just this band, it's every band. There are so many good bands on the scene that we're like saturated with so many good bands, and even in the local scene when we talk, I was with the Gut Before the Sirens guys at the weekend. And you're watching these guys play, you're hearing the songs, you're like, these are blinding songs, but there are so many other bands that have the same sound or same feel, and you're fighting because it's so easy to get access to music now. It's not just like the CD that you've luckily got hold of. You've got the Spotify playlist get hit at you, and you're absolutely saturated in music. So yeah, I still feel that with Vicious Nature is what could elevate them to the next. How do they get them to stand out above the rest? But really did enjoy the track. Yeah, very good. And I even quite like the video, even though it was grainy as shit. I don't know if that's just because it's been uploaded so many times that it's just degraded over the time or they just shot it that way. But who knows? Kirk.
Yeah, if you take away the image where most of them are gentlemen, middle-aged, who clearly lived through new wave of British heavy metal, and played that to someone in their 20s, they would just assume that this is a hardcore thrash band. They were playing hardcore riffs at the end. The supreme irony, of course, is those riffs come from metal. They come from Metallica's One, Slayer's Raining Blood, Pantera Domination. Hardcore bands get hold of that idea. It becomes their music, and then it comes back into metal. So that actually wasn't traditional heavy metal for me. And that's what I enjoyed about it. There were a lot of surprises to unbox in that song. And towards the end, if you'd have just changed the vocals and had someone roaring over that, that could have been a fucking Earth Crisis song from the 90s.
Andy?
Just want to pick up on your point about the sort of formula of the song after the solo. I've never really thought about it before, but Dave, you're absolutely right. There's like a pre-chorus and then a verse, and then it finishes, which is very, it's not the usual sort of song format. I think it is a little over long. They could quite easily sort of strip that down and make it like a sort of radio edit, and it'd still sound equally as good. But what more can I say? It's great song, great band, great bunch of guys. As I say, new singer Matt Gore, new bass player Paddy. EP recently released called Shadowlands. They're playing with Kane in Birmingham in October. I'm hoping to get up there for that. But yeah, really pleased to get them on the channel. Check out my interview with Andy Southall, the guitarist that's on the channel as well, if you're interested in Vicious Nature.
There we go, Vicious Nature and Fight for Your Life. Now, if you enjoyed our video today, please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the video sometime very soon. Take care.